Oh shit, that's the thing in the intro. Kick its ass.
What's going on? How can Nico be here?
Ready to die? Think you can dodge? Just try. Perfect mayhem! No escape!
Level 46. Thunder. Yay! On normal mode or above. Yay!
I can't believe it. Is it really you? Velvet? What is this? How are you alive? I could ask you the same question. Where have you been this whole time? You just up and disappeared. Everyone thinks that you were eaten by a demon. But I knew it couldn't be true. You're too strong to let some crummy demon take you down.
What?
You're alive.
What?
Sorry, I didn't mean to embarrass you in front of your friends. I have to let everyone know the good news. You finally come back to us.
How'd that work though?
Nico's alive. She's alive.
Don't let your guard down. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Well, naturally, we've got a Reaper with us. Let's head for a ball. We can ask everyone there exactly what happened.
I mean, lapissätter en diaper.
Yeah.
Velvet, I have to ask. Are you sure that the other villagers died that day?
Well, it's not like I had time to check.
No mercy, indeed.
Sorry to cut you down.
Oh, that was cool. A million miles under all the skills. The fuck?
Another victory.
It was a close one, but I am the victor. Don't get up the top.
I'll
Why do I can't hit anything today? It's really weird.
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
What'll it take
Oh shit. Anything that makes his magic better? Yeah. This does as well. Yay! But everyone's had like 50 upgrades. I'm not even sure we're halfway. Because we're level 27. Actually, yeah, we're definitely past the halfway point. Because you can beat these games at level 50 or 70. So. Hey, Kaiser Gamer, welcome in. How's it going? Berseria, yeah.
This fight is over.
Hey, is everyone alright?
Berseria's a good time. Sometimes pretty tough. Oh shit, sorry. I was changing some tabs around. There we go. Yeah, we're just going back to Eastgand at the moment. I can't tell if it got better or worse the game as we've been going along though. Probably worse than missing attacks. Going back home, yeah. I did Berseria as well, so last time we went back home it didn't go well. So I'm guessing this time it's definitely not gonna go well.
Is this also part
Maybe.
of the Reaper's curse?
It's an angel's blessing as long as we win.
Maybe that's a trick to his curse. The coin can't come up tails if he doesn't look at it right.
But I'm this close. I won't miss. Form zero. Thunder.
Blade, here's true. This fight is over.
We gotta calm Fuko. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a I found that since we have Aizen and stuff in our party and the fight to beat, it's like, yeah, it's a prequel. But yeah. It's been interesting being like, oh, we're the problem now. I don't know why you'd say that. I mean, it comes out after Berseria, but this is clearly the past, unless there's a floating timeline that I don't know about. In which case, that's crazy. Because, from what I can tell, the Tales series plays in reverse. That makes any sense. It's like, you got a thing happening, and before that, so you can like expand on it's like how it does things. I haven't played Fantasia, but apparently Fantasia is like a sequel to Symphonia. Yeah. Like the huge ass temple to Anominat or whatever that you go into in this area. Clearly can't be there if no one built it for the beforehand. Yeah. Yeah, so I've got this, then I've got Arise, and then I've done all the Steam games for the Tales series, so I'm like, yay!
Hey, is everyone alright?
Such an expensive, like, lore, though. Also, the only reason I'm finding all the enemies in my way is because every time I played a JRPG and I have not killed everything in front of me, I get stuck on the final boss. Yeah, so I've been playing on moderate because it gives you a higher grade, and then I found out that gear mastering is also based on grade. So I'm just like, oh, cool, we'll just like master all the gear as we go along then. And someone come in and be like, you don't need to kill everything. And I'm like, but, yeah. It's...
Style is really unique.
Apparently, people do miss a lot of mechanics for these games. So where is it? Yeah, so on Velvet, in particular, they mastered basically all their skills. I was just looking before. So my characters are all very powerful.
Victory is ours.
I can see why. And I learned how to play with the other characters. It's just I really like using Velvet because their attacks so fast.
Hey, is everyone alright?
Yeah. It's like Titus and what's his name in the other Final Fantasy games. It's like, yeah, they're the pro tag, they're fun to play, but they don't deal as much damage as everyone else. That's what I like about the Eve series, because in the Eve series, whenever you play as Adol, he's the strongest character in the game. For the most battle experience. But the best part about being Velvet, I've found, is that she heals herself as she fights. So in a pinch, if she's the only fighter you have available, at least she can, like, stay alive longer. But then everyone has, like, self-heal as well for, like, just existing. Also, Luffy set's a beast as well. I think the clip of me beating the dragon dire foe with Luffy set when everyone else like died. Yeah. Level 70 dragon is a clip of me like killing it at level like 50 or 43 or something. In the temple. Yeah. I was surprised I'm like 30 levels underneath, but I'm guessing it was meant to be an easy fight anyway.
Our scout.
Actually, since you played this before, because the game doesn't tell me, right? Where is it? Is there much difference? Yeah, all 200 fair. Do you get anything extra for playing on hard mode? Because I've been playing on like moderate, but some of the Benditites only work on hard mode. So I'm like, is there actually a benefit to playing on hard mode with the additional skills added, or is it just kind of like, hey, you're beating on hard kind of thing? For like post-battle grades and stuff. We found the cats. Okay. So it's like kind of optional then. I don't know, I feel like I'm okay with moderate. I tried playing Berseria on hard mode. I ended up
I trained with them for many years.
changing that.
Years, huh?
Tough times.
Sorry to cut you down.
Okay. Playing a new game plus on Insane when you can't use Velvet's Break Soul seems like a kind of tough fight. Yeah, because it's simple as like story mode, right?
If you want to live, get out of my way.
This can't be. After what I did, when he killed Luffy.
Velvet, are you alright?
No, Velvet's not okay.
Yes, I'm all right. I know I'm right.
Oh,
I'm sure.
the enemy's just like melt.
This
That's
isn't
kind
how the village should be.
Well, let's stay calm.
JRPGs just shouldn't have difficulty settings. I'm just saying that.
I'm fine. Really.
It didn't seem like that was someone else masquerading as this Nico girl.
But if she's the real thing, then something very unnatural is going on. You get me, Rokuro?
Yeah, we better keep an eye out.
What could be wrong? We get the hoverboard. Yay! It works. Oh fuck. What are we fighting? Oh, this guy. Put him in the last game. Yeah. I keep forgetting I've got a heal button set to like another thing. I press left bump to block and then press A to do another attack. It's like, no, it's the other thing now. Yeah, Elmo is fun to play, especially to switch into when she does the little like spinning attack. I found Magula is really helpful to play as if you're fighting a bunch of mages, so. Why? We kicked its ass very easily, as you can tell by the 41. Oh, really? I guess so you can use it yourself. I just kind of like watching the AI do their own thing sometimes. It's probably different on higher difficulties, so. Because as I've been playing, I've just taken the reins of whatever character I feel like I want to hit them with at the time. So we'll be in the middle of a fight. I might be locked sit. That's okay. If the game doesn't tell me, you don't need to tell me either. It's weird that the game doesn't tell you things. But I have found that when I'm playing through these, everything seems to click right near the end. It's very interesting. Like, figuring out amortization in the previous one right as we're getting to, like, the final battle was kind of weird. Let's see. Quartz back. Oh, we missed some boots. Does anyone have... No one's mastered them yet, though. Why haven't they mastered them? I've been nothing but master things. It's like, nah, you can't do that one. Oh wait, we can swap shirts. Yay! Let's see. News.
Looks like you want to die.
Yeah. Oh, that was happening. I was wondering how I got like like 100 hit combo and only got the stage 3 of the Mystic Arts.
I wish I had power like that.
That makes a lot of sense now. So it says it had 100 hits. doing the base attack. Yeah. It says have a combo of 8. So it's like I'm guessing it doesn't mean combo of 8. It means 8 arcs. Oh.
It was a close one, but I am the victor.
Yeah, that's very different than what I had in my mind's eye for that. Because I went combo clearly means the amount of times I've hit it, right? No, no, it doesn't.
You'll be rushed on my blow.
If you want to live, get out of my way.
I'm pretty sure they're dead, Aizen. We've been murder hoboing since we got here. Yeah, Luffy, say you're making the marble curry now. He likes the flavor, so I guess he can make it. Also, least amount of gels used in a game I've played so far. There. Yay!
Be
Okay.
proud. You made me unleash my full power.
Thanks, Rokuro. Fight's over. Yeah. It says that in the tutorial. It's just like, at this point, I've had so much grade, I don't even know what to use it on.
It's an angel's blessing as long as we win.
People don't... Yeah, I do, which has been immensely triggering for me when I played some games recently. Just like, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, I had someone that was just like, oh, you did it? Like, that was in the tutorial, and you're handing out spoilers. Why? Because some people mix together things that like are in front of them for now and for later. It's like, okay, like I understand not reading it, but they're there for a reason. Like sometimes you think Berseria at the most, I went back over things I already knew to make sure I was doing it correctly. Never pays to relearn what you think you already know. So it never doesn't pay. You know what I mean? You know what I mean. Always pays. Like, I think it was Elden Ring or something. Oh, I've already beat the game. Someone was telling me how to like stagger an enemy. Yeah. I just don't use it because I like to grind on the way. That's why I mouse everything along the way, because I just grind on the way back. I understand my role as an RPG gamer. You fight everything. Yes, and if you can't use the bottle, it means that there's going to be a story thing coming up. But Locust would be the worst one.
Another victory.
Yeah. Sometimes I feel smart. But yeah, I've seen there's a lot of things I've seen when people play games. Like I think the most common one I think is Final Fantasy 4. People use their elixirs before they need to, just to like keep people's health up.
Come on, really?
We already have that. Yeah. We're right outside town. Okay. I think Symphonia also had a mistranslation as well. Yeah, like
I'm not one to
when
be easy.
Magilu, I think a few hours ago in game said "freaking." We all know she swore because you know JRPG characters don't swear in English. The only swear word that exists in these universes is the word shit for some reason. Oh, you still need the course boost. That's cool. Let's keep going. We're also full on enough bottles. Not sure we have enough.
Unarmed? Hardly. These are deadly weapons.
Rokuro now knows 50 skills.
What'll it take to make you go all out?
But yeah, first, it's okay. We got heaps. Hurt. 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 Herbs for days. I think I'm actually full on herbs. Maybe not. Yeah. Collecting small items on the ground that only show up sometimes and over several hours within game. Fucking love that shit. Hi, village.
Velvet, you're really all right.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, they're the things that, like, increase your health and
Good to
stuff.
see you.
I haven't been using
Where have
those.
you been all this time? You never even wrote.
But I don't. I thought the whole village was wiped out that day.
Yeah, it nearly was.
But just when we thought it was all over, Arthur, Lord Artorias saved us.
What?
No, it was his doing in the first place. He sacrificed Lapiset.
It really was a shame what happened to that poor boy.
What?
That's all you have to say? A shame? My brother Lapi died
I'm
that—
sorry. Truly, I am. But you can't lose hope, dear.
He's right. What counts is that your brother's still alive.
What?
He's alive.
Sorry, this is Jari.
He's in your house. Don't worry, we've all pitched in to take care of him.
I don't.
Velvet. Velvet, let's go to your house and see.
Yeah. Okay.
Game. Which one of these? This one's better. Dismantle. Sorry, we're gonna do the boring parts of the game before I continue. I don't know, like, cause from what I can tell, Velvet has a shit ton of nightmares. So it's like, what? I'm guessing. Oh wait, I can do some. Don't sell odorless fluid. Why not? Yes. It's fine. So wait, did I sell some? Oh. Okay. I was like, no, I was going for like things I was balmy and mellow because everything makes those. I was about to dismantle for it. It's like everything makes it. So it was like, what? I need that. You must have watched some people play some like crazy selling levels of things. Is there, since you're here, is there a quick way to dismantle these, or is it this literally the quickest way? That's sad. I miss Nayo's disenchant where you just disenchant like everything accidentally. It's like, well, you can't get that back. So now what are you gonna do? Oh, really? Is that so you can get the upgrades and the enhancements? Because I'd love to do that, but it would double the time that this would take me. It's so maybe so when you like playing a game on your own, then it's like you're streaming it. Time's different, but at the same time, I'd love to do that. Temper and powder. Okay. You only lose gold. We have well, gold's infinite in RPGs, so that's fine. Oh, yeah, we'll just do it this way for now. Then we can get. How many Feldspars do I have? Okay. There's still a lot of enchanting. I'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. Plus, I have a feeling we're near the end of the game anyway. Yeah. Are these normal? Wait. You farm likes it. Wait, you have to farm these? I'm learning so much. Okay. Kind of like perfect Pokemon IVs or something. I'm guessing I need at least a party's worth of boots, right? We can upgrade these. Do we want to do that? Probably. Sure, that's fine. Little upgrades. We can always get more materials. I don't mind grinding. It's what you commit to when you start playing an RPG. Hang on, it's like on my own. Because it's a collection. I Moonlight is I don't have much money, but Moonlight is like a trader investor person. And I'm just like I don't like parting with things I work for. So what's this concrete thing do anyway? It's not one of those. It does make sense to not have any comfrey because oh no, no, it's like I could just max it out. Yeah, it's gone. It's gone forever.
Luffy. Luffy's alive?
What's wrong?
Well, that didn't break it.
Next time you suspect an illusory art, test out your theory on yourself.
You think we're all seeing an illusion?
It's possible. It wouldn't be the first time.
But an entire village? That shouldn't be possible.
Shouldn't be, no.
How do we approach this? Try to break it apart at the seams somehow?
No. For now, we and our enemies share the same goal. Come on. Help me
It must
with
be.
this.
It must be difficult to look at, right? What do you mean? This? I don't know. Yeah.
I won't stop you.
Keep a close eye on her. I don't think she's entirely right in the head at the moment.
It's like sell everything to get gold. It's like, no, gold's free. Can't get these items ever again. It's like the expedition ones. Yeah, he did.
Our scout ship has returned.
That was definitely Flash step. Yeah, perfect mayhem. It's just like, Rogo's like, for fuck's sake, I'm me.
My home. It hasn't changed a bit.
We need to be careful, Velvet. Aizen thinks this could be a trap.
You think Nico and everyone are being controlled?
I think they're not there.
It's just...
You think it could be Melchior's doing. But even so... It's not going to work on me.
Yeah.
You're insane. People can fight against pain, but...
I won't be deceived by this.
You'll open your wound!
You're warm. Luffy, you're really alive. Luffy?
He's been asleep. Ever since that day. I found him at the shrine. Collapsed on the ground.
I took away from the Dolby options because people were using them incorrectly.
He's simply woken up.
If he's still alive, that's all that matters.
Or should I add that back in? I could do that. Maybe, yeah, I'll get back into it.
I'll find a way to wake you again, Luffy.
Oh, commit.
I swear I will. We'll be together.
Yeah, I do.
I still have to thank you for this.
I had to redo it because I had like someone show up and use the Dolby option and then not do anything, and I had dead air for like 10 minutes. I'm like, cool. Yeah,
Did Lord Artorias really try to sacrifice such a defenseless child?
I think so. But also, it's the same size as it was
Wrong,
before.
officer. You don't look like your usual perky self. I'm okay. I'm just glad Velvet's all right.
What? You were there as Luffy said too. What a weird coincidence.
Yeah.
Wait, how can they see it?
Sorry about all that, you guys.
Don't worry about it. What are we going to do now?
If it were me, I'd make Luffy said something he really likes for dinner tonight. He can handle soup. Maybe he'll notice the smell of your cooking and it'll wake him up.
Yeah, maybe I should. Would you watch after him while I go buy what I need?
Of course. I am at your beck and call.
Is there anything I can do to help too?
Sure there is.
Yes, please. I'll need you to be my taste tester.
This is so weird. We're a demon lady. Why are we so happy?
First, I'm going to whip up my special quiche. And then I'll throw in tomato and egg soup. And some pudding.
I didn't even know your face had smile muscles.
Oh, we get a surfboard. Me.
I wonder if they've located the Therian.
Let's just leave that to them.
You're not curious?
Of course I am, but for right now, I want to stay close to Velvet. I've got a really bad feeling about this.
Something more important than finding the Therian?
Tombstone hoverboard, that's right.
My stomach is twisted, and I've got a chill up my spine. I'm really scared.
Very well. I trust your feelings. We'll leave the Therian to Rokuro and Aizen, and stay with Velvet then.
Thanks, Eleanor.
Magilu, what will you do?
Whatever I feel like.
I shouldn't have asked.
Thanks,
So
Eleanor,
yeah,
Magilu.
back to the start of the game. The kid that was in bed is supposed to not be alive.
You're doing the right thing.
In the end, whatever happens, happens. Wiser words never spoken, right?
So now I'm nervous as to what's going on. Because all of these people are supposed to be dead. I killed her, and I killed those guys.
It's been a long time, hasn't it, Velvet?
It's been 3
I wanted
years.
to apologize to you for ages now.
Apologize? What for?
That business with Arthur. Back then, I said he seemed like a fraud. I know you took it pretty hard, but if he wasn't there 3 years ago, our village would have been destroyed. I'm sorry I doubted him.
I didn't trust him then either. I only realized how amazing of a person he was when he saved all of our lives. I'm ashamed of myself. All this time we've been feeling terrible.
All the
Then we
chickens
were
had the same
driven out of the
animation
village.
cycle.
Please, forgive us.
That's not... I didn't...
Where have you been these past 3 years? It must have been tough living on your own, without any family to help you. Sorry, you don't have to talk about it if it hurts. But if you ever feel like talking, we're here for you.
I know we can't make up for all the pain we put you through, but if there's anything we can do, just ask. And if you'd like, you're always welcome to come back. The whole village would welcome you with open arms.
This is scary. Why is everyone being so nice? I spent the last 2 hours of this game fighting things. It's like all these battles in a row and suddenly, yeah. It's a happy village time.
Between the cold, the famine, and the demon blight, there were times I thought the world was done for. But
I
over
think
the
the
past
demon blight would be the more important one, but it's like
We
that
were
off the floor,
overly
right?
reliant on Arthur and the Exorcists, but this village has changed. The Exorcists taught us that there are things the demons hate. We can't defeat them, but we can keep them away.
It's peaceful now. Exorcists stop by on patrol every now and then. We haven't had a case of demon blight since what happened to your sister was horrible. But you and Laphicet should try to move on. Make
There's
the most
been
of
no
your
demon
lives.
blight.
I hope he wakes up soon. I'm sure he will.
There's been no demon blight since her sister died. That is incorrect. 'Cause we fought them as demons. Ah, this mind fuck is just all over the place.
You haven't changed a whit.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen Nico yet?
I have.
She's as full of life as she always was, right? Come to think of it, nothing's really changed much, has it?
I suppose not. By the way, how are Orthy and Russ doing?
Those pups haven't changed a whit either. They saw a guy with a big sword walking with a dour-eyed fellow in black. They freaked out and hightailed it.
That would be Rokuro and Aizen.
Those dogs are as cowardly as always.
So, what part of Velvet hasn't changed a whit?
She doesn't have any makeup on?
Uh-huh.
You haven't changed at all, but she's got. Oh. Okay.
The coming of the Malachim are a gift from the Empyreans, a reward for our repentance.
Have you been?
Our lewd prayers.
Fall
The
asleep in your race suit.
Malachim are our
See ya.
blades against
Kids dropping in.
demons, and the exorcists the hands that wield them. humanity's hope.
You never change. Want me to take you home this time?
No! Don't treat me like I'm senile!
Okay.
Oh! It's you, Velvet. Be careful when fighting prickle boars.
If they charge you, punch them in the nose, right?
No! Throw sand in their eyes!
Okay.
Sand in the eyes. Got it.
You finally started listening to me. You're 16. You've really grown.
Yeah.
16? But aren't you 19?
Leave her be.
She's 16 or 19. What's Isaac got to say? At first glance, it seems to be a peaceful village. At second glance, it still seems to be a peaceful village. But at the third glance?
Could I get some eggs, milk, spinach, and tomatoes? And I'd love to know what cheese you'd recommend too.
You got it. And in celebration of your homecoming, I won't even charge. With you cooking up a
We have hundreds of thousands of gold. We could buy this village.
Really
You sure don't want any money.
You're eating spinach? I can't really handle it myself.
You'll never grow up strong if you don't eat your spinach, young lady.
I've done just fine without it so far, thank you.
We beat the shit out of you a few
If you
days ago,
insist.
right?
I'll leave it out just this once.
Wow, Velvet, you must be special. Not many folks get to be friends with an exorcist.
She's not my friend.
The way you two bicker, I find that hard to believe.
Oh yeah, do you have any prickle boar?
Oh, I'm sorry to say that I'm out at the moment.
That's fine. I'll hunt some up myself in the tranquil woods. Just like old times.
Actually, there haven't been any prickle boars there lately. You should try the Morgana Woods instead.
Okay, I'll do that. Thanks for the tip. Alrighty, to the Morgana Woods to hunt some prickle boars.
Yeah, sure.
You don't like spinach, right, Eleanor?
Well, you know, I just... Alright, it's true, but keep that between us, okay?
Velvet really seemed to be enjoying herself at the shop.
Quite. And she can really pick out a nice balance of foods while making every gulp count. She seems so cheerful and carefree.
That's the real Velvet. I'm sure of it.
Yes. An ordinary, dutiful, loving sister.
I wish she could have stayed that way. She could have lived a happy life, surrounded by her friends.
Just plain Velvet Crow, sister to Lord Artorias.
And maybe not Lord Artorias, but just plain Arthur.
A happy, ordinary life for an ordinary girl, with a kind family and supportive friends.
Yep, that's a thing that happened apparently. Hunt for prickle boars. Oh good, they're not far in.
We're looking for prickle boars. Keep your eyes on the thickets. Come on, really?
Throwing thunder. Wait, what? She learned Soray's move.
We can do this!
I'm not one to go easy. is hunting?
We keep this up, and who knows how many we'll bring home.
This is weird. Why is it making her leave the village, though? Oh, it's trying to keep her out of...
I'm not one to go easy.
This is weird.
Not even worth my time. Okay, this should be enough.
Oh,
Huh? What's wrong?
nothing. I just feel a little sorry for them is all.
I hear you. These prickle boars might have all been family. People can be so heartless.
Yeah, I'd forgotten this feeling. But what can you do? At the end of the day, we have to eat just as much as they do.
Yes, what can you do in this situation indeed?
Luffy's waiting for us. We should run on home now.
Luffy. Shopping, hunting, laughing with friends. That was how our life used to be, wasn't it?
Yes, it reminds me of my own past.
Huh? But wasn't your village... I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. The happy times I shared with my family, I still treasure those memories. And even after the attack, I've still been able to find happiness. Eating a good meal, making new friends.
And falling in love?
Yes, falling in...
Love?
Look what you made me say, Bienfu!
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Most every girl's happiest memories are of her first love, after all. Don't you think there was someone special out there Velvet had feelings for? A first love? Do you really think so?
That's enough of that talk, Bienfu. You sound like an old man.
No! I'm only 150 years old and already being treated like an old man!
Wait, he's 150?
Still, I would like to meet the guy Velvet first fell for.
I wouldn't.
I see. You're a guy.
I would have grinded all of that, but like, maybe I don't need to.
Heard the news about your brother. I'm happy for you.
So, what's your plan now?
You guys were snooping around the village.
Yeah.
Yeah. We wanted to check out that shrine too, but we got stopped. Apparently, the Abbey's designated it off-limits. If there's a Therian around, it's probably there.
I'm going to draw it out. If this is a trap, things may turn violent. Either way, this place is about to get a lot less tranquil.
The same as everywhere else I've been.
You can quit here if you like, but I'm going to keep on fighting the Abbey.
And if I try to stop you, you'll insist, I presume.
Velvet, no!
I'll give you 1 day. Once you've made up your mind, come meet me at the Cape.
I'm with him. How tomorrow shakes out depends on what you decide, Velvet.
Your hand.
It's red.
As you can see, I'm a demon. 3 years ago, I was the one who attacked this village and—
I don't want to hear it! Demon, or no demon, you're still you. Okay, so you're scary. I'll get used to it. I promise, I'll keep it a secret. Let's just live here in the village like we used to, okay? You, me, and everyone else.
Nico.
Something's wrong here. Something's wrong.
That was rather good, Velvet.
Yeah. Laphicet gets a gold star for being such a good taste tester, too.
Tomorrow, I'll fix you up a nice stew.
Hey, is this... It's the original copy of the book on Enominat. And all the pages are here. Velvet...
Hey, Fee. Can I borrow your compass real quick? I'll give it right back. Please?
Alright.
Oh shit.
He really wanted a compass, more than anything else. Just like you, he loved to stare out at the sea, wondering what's on the other side. He wanted to go adventuring someday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I bet once he wakes up, you two will be really good friends.
So, this is what your life used to be like before everything happened, huh?
What's gotten into you? Maybe I made the pudding a little too sweet.
Velvet, how do you know what it tastes like? I think I'll get myself some shut-eye.
But what are you going to do about tomorrow?
Magilu, are there arts that let the caster manipulate dreams?
Huh? Dreams? Why?
There is, yes. An art that requires a certain type of Moloch. It envelops you in a fog and reads your regrets, then traps you in a happy dream.
An art that reads your regrets and shows you happiness. I'm going to the Cape.
Now? What on earth's gotten into you?
Velvet. Velvet! Don't go. Stay here. Stay with me.
This is Fee's compass. I'm sorry, Luffy.
No, don't. Wait. Velvet, wait. Don't leave me here.
Fog? Is this what Magilu was talking about?
We're going to the Cape Shrine. It's time to drag out the Therian.
Nice.
Velvet! There you are.
Velvet, you have to stop your friends. They keep saying they're going to the Cape, and they just won't listen.
Well, we're going to the Cape as well.
Going inside. We'll all be punished if anyone breaks the rules.
I hate to say it, Nico, but I think I'm a terrible person. I really thought I could have my old life back again, and I could forget everything else. I tried to act like I was doing it for Laffy, but it was all for myself. But I can't forget. I shouldn't forget. Laffy is dead. He was murdered without even knowing why. I will never forgive that. Ever! So get out of my way. If you don't, I'll devour you again!
Velvet. Why?
Why must you do this? There we go. The truth at last! Out of my way!
Well, color me surprised. I didn't think...
No mercy! Wounds I will shield. This way! The shrine's through these woods!
Hey, mind telling me what the hell's going on?
It's a trap. Trap, trap, trap. Our enemy spun an illusion based on Velvet's dreams.
That's a nasty little art.
But Velvet saw through it all?
She did. But even if it's all a dream, such brutality on her part.
Velvet's always been our brutal poodle. But to shake off the dream by herself, now that's something. The boundary between dreams and reality is demarcated solely by one's own heart.
Wait, what?
What? I'm saying she's wowie zowie cool beans. Come on, we gotta hurry.
all a dream. Hell, even if it wasn't, I won't turn back!
What's this? Are we done already?
I can't even call that a fight.
What's this? Are we done already? Well, that about does it.
I do like that she broke out of her trance after realizing, wait, I can't taste anything. I don't know what it tastes like.
Not even worth my time. I'll cut down anyone in my way!
Yeah.
There it is! The Therian!
Sorry, pups. You're coming with me.
Velvet!
It's okay. I killed their owner. I deserve all their hate. And then some.
Wait, what?
But not now. Understand? Once I get my revenge, you can tear me apart if you like. I promise. Until then, I'll need your help.
Guess the art finally evaporated.
The book. It disappeared.
What book?
I found a copy of the ancient book with every page still intact. It was in Velvet's house.
Artorias' book!
The real one might still be there. We should go back to Velvet's house to search for it.
Yay!
That was one hell of an illusion. I have to admire the skill that went into its construction.
The caster probably has a tethered Moloch with a unique power on the same level as my Reaper's curse. I can think of one person who would lay such a wicked trap.
Still, we may have a new clue to the nature of Innominat. You found Innominat's book, right, Laphicet?
Yeah, in Velvet's house.
Then let's hurry to Velvet's house.
was a close one, but I am the victor.
That was not close. On evil mode or above? What's evil mode? Somehow don't want to find out. I don't know why. There you go.
I hope I did a good job. There's nobody here.
This is reality.
Just dumb bags here.
It's empty.
No surprise there. Artorias is too thorough to overlook something like that.
If only I'd showed it to you as soon as I found it.
Don't beat yourself up over it. We wouldn't have been able to read it without Grimoire anyhow. It was just a dream. All of it.
This was your room, wasn't it? You can knit?
I was trying to learn. Nico said she'd teach me how as a thank you for giving her my quiche recipe. We wanted to finish a set of scarves for the winter.
Velvet.
Forget about it. I don't need to knit anymore.
You barely wear clothes, so yeah.
Check out all these complicated looking books.
A hand-drawn map!
Nice. It's incomplete, but seems quite detailed.
It's beautiful.
My brother drew it every day. Even when his fever got too strong for him to read a book, he'd stare at that map for hours.
Laffy said he wanted to travel the world?
Yes, it was his dream. I never understood what made him want to do something so dangerous. But I'm living his dream now. It's ironic, isn't it? Those are the graves of my sister and her son. He died before he was even born.
They're in rough shape. We should lay some flowers.
Don't bother. There's no point.
A keen insight. Eating one would be cruel enough, but plucking an innocent flower just to offer it as decoration for some memorial. That's not even a sacrifice, just a cruelty devoid of all purpose.
Melchior!
As obtuse as ever.
I take it you're the one behind the dream fog?
I must say, you did well to break through such resolve. If you weren't a Therian, I'd be tempted to take you under my wing.
Did you come here to flatter me?
Indeed. Although I was already in the neighborhood to retrieve this book.
I'll be taking that.
This book was compiled by my dear friend, who was also Artorias' mentor and predecessor as head of the Exorcists. It contains the hopes and dreams left by a noble soul who gave his life for the world that grieved him. It is not for a tainted demon to touch.
Like we need your permission!
Wait, what?
Look who obeyed me for once.
Is that... You didn't!
Be patient. You'll know everything before long. What we seek is the realization of a perfect order, as tranquil and beautiful as a wildflower in bloom.
That's a V.
A perfect order? Let's go. There's nothing left for us here.
It's the Book of Enominat! What's it doing there? Wait, that's one of Arthur's.
Actually, it's a copy that Laphicet made.
Laffy made a copy of the book. He transcribed it all by hand, and then he sold it, just to buy me that comb.
There was something here for us after all.
That's lucky.
Laffy.
If that's the complete manuscript, we might be able to unravel Enominat's secrets.
We'll have to show it to Grimoire.
Pulling one over on the old man, are you? Never a dull moment with Lady Calamity around.
All right. Time to drop off the pups and get Grimoire to translate this book. We're going back to Titania.
I would lose all of those.
Scout ship departing.
That horned monster.
He was with Melchior. There was something different about him. He wasn't a Moloch, though, right?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's a demon. But why would the Abbey be working with a demon?
He could be a Therian, maybe. I mean, there was Medissa and Kamoana.
No, I don't think so. The Abbey keeps their Therians behind barriers and bound to Earth Pulse points. A Therian can't send malevolence to Inominat while walking freely.
That's correct. And besides, Orthrus was already here.
In any case, now we know Melchior has a mean-looking bodyguard in addition to his illusions. It'll take quite a lot to stop him.
Aye. That's a fact. Eleanor, there's something I have to ask.
What is it?
Did you leak our plans to the Abbey?
Eleanor hasn't done anything like that.
Then how do you explain Melchior and his illusions already waiting for us when we got to a ball?
I promised you that I would work together with you until I found the truth for myself. I'm not up to any tricks. It's far too late for that now.
Exactly what a guilty party would say.
If anyone's suspicious here, I'd say it's you, Magilu.
No tricks? I don't even know what a trick is.
Enough. If Eleanor was leaking information, then Titania would surely be under attack by now.
Right. I'm sure the Abbey would love to have those Therians back.
But the enemy was in that village waiting in ambush.
The Abbey isn't foolish. They figured out by now that we're rounding up the Therians. They'll have left traps for us with each remaining one. It's the obvious move.
All right. If that's how you see it, I'll stand down.
So you trust me then?
No.
No. I'm saying that anything the Abbey tries, I'll be ready for it.
Oh, such a brave, determined soul.
Eleanor, does the Abbey possess an art that can control demons?
Not that I've ever heard of. Besides, if they could control demons, there'd be no need to resurrect Inominat, would there?
Can't argue with that.
But Melchior was obviously in control of that demon. How did he manage that?
You can't tether them like a Moloch, and Melchior wasn't using oaths or mana to compel him. No, this was something more like mind control.
Mind control?
Let's say you know your target's innermost desires. You simply conjure the right illusion. Show them what would push their buttons in just the right way.
Ah, if you can create an illusion of something someone really wants, you can control them.
Exactly. You can force a powerful burden upon your target's psyche. Until their spirit breaks, that is.
What happens when they break?
Depends on the target. They might become an empty shell, they might go wild with desire. Eeny teeny spiny crow.
You sure know a lot about this.
Now that you put it that way, why would I know so much about it? What if someone is controlling me, making me say these very words? How horrifying!
I believe I'll take your words with a grain of salt.
Don't waste my time.
She's the storyteller.
Did you see that? I beat it!
Right then, let's finish this.
Its guardian was angry at it.
Yeah, I was angry at it. Why?
Listen,
So many
Emperor
cutscenes.
really isn't spying on us. I was with her almost every minute, and when I wasn't, Velvet was watching her. And she's a woman who keeps her promises. She wouldn't lie to...
Laphicet.
We understand, Laphicet. It's Eleanor. If she were lying to herself to somehow keep spying on us, the guilt would fill her with malevolence.
I see.
Should be a demon by now, right?
The fact that I haven't turned into a dragon proves that.
Thank you. Both of you.
I didn't think you were giving them information intentionally.
But there are illusionists like Melchior out there. That means we can't rule out someone recording your thoughts in secret.
I don't think we need to worry about that either. Not with you and Laphicet always near.
Now that that's settled, it's time for you all to testify to my innocence.
That could be difficult.
What?
Well, okay. Why don't you start off by telling us all about the time you sold us out to Teresa back in Helives?
Oh, why bring up that old yam? You're a very vindictive man, do you
I forgot that happened.
You're just figuring that out?
The game did, but I did.
You wouldn't make much of a spy.
She really wouldn't.
Hey, that's not what I meant. You were mean. Come on, put up some fight, okay? Let's get started.
Well, three?
Come on, put up some fight, okay?
We don't need to put up any fight.
Woohoo! My sister's making us pickleboard meatballs for dinner tonight! Hey! What did I tell you about bothering travelers? Sorry about that. He's totally obsessed with food. That's alright. Pricklebore meatballs, huh? Sounds delicious. They're really super tasty, but Sis says that they used to taste even better. Why's that? We used to get deliveries of fresh, delicious pricklebore meat from the nearby village of Abal. But in the Advent 3 years ago, demons attacked the village, and now it's
Oh, okay, that was real then.
such a tragedy. If they only could have held out for just one more day, I'm sure Lord Artorias would have saved them.
Artorias. Right.
That's kind of crazy. So wait, the people that told us the ball was fine were also illusions?
Our town decided to make a new holiday marking the day that Lord Artorias became the Shepherd. 3 years ago, when the Malachim appeared on the Advent, Taliesin was the first town that Lord Artorias saved. We hold great pride at being the city where humanity first struck back against the demons.
That explains why you'd celebrate his ascension, but wasn't a ball closer to his heart?
You may be right about that. Not being able to save a ball was a terrible agony for Lord Artorias. Even though he killed the demons that destroyed the village, he couldn't bring back the lives that had been lost. If Lord Artorias had gone to a ball first, our city might have been destroyed instead. We won't forget the tragedy that befell a ball.
This is so
What's
weird.
the other purpose of this holiday? Remembrance.
That's right. Lives lost can never be brought back.
Have Melchior notice say, hey, she's still alive.
Excuse me. My partner and I here would like to put on a comedy show if it's possible.
Not often you run into someone with a real fire in their eyes. All right, show me what you got.
With pleasure.
Eleanor, I'm impressed. I didn't know you had this sort of initiative.
You just have to do what you have to do, right? Besides, if we pull this off, it could be our chance to get closer to Modulu.
Did you say Modulu? I haven't seen her recently, but she seems to be making a name for herself in Logris.
Yeah, her dances are really beautiful. Do you know her?
I do. Her and her teacher, Valta. Now, I'm not saying Modulu isn't great, but Valta was utterly sublime. I worry about him pushing Modulu so much, to be honest. He's never been one to accept compromise in his art.
Huh. I didn't know that.
We don't have time to stop and feel bad for our rivals. Did you memorize the script?
Of course I did. And I won't tolerate any slip-ups from you either.
Hearing that just makes me more motivated. Well, let's get going. We've got a show to put on. Hi there! Thanks for having us again, the Bienfu Keepers!
The what?
Magic
Magic is that?
Oh, back it up. Again? If we're supposed to be regulars here, then why does everyone look like they've never heard of Bienfu? And what's with this magic exam stuff? Is that some kind of spell?
Gosh, it's really been getting cold here lately.
Are you just going to ignore my questions?
Yes.
What does it matter? Aren't you too cold to worry about things like that? Does this feel summery to you?
I can be cold and ask you questions at the same time. Actually, it is rather cold.
See? I said it was cold. In fact, I've been so cold lately, I even set fire to my clothes.
Isn't that going too far?
No, that's how cold I was. In fact, that wasn't enough, so I set the house on fire too!
Okay.
Why would you do that? Oh, don't worry. It doesn't bother me at all. And who said it was my house? The one I set on fire was yours.
I don't have a house.
That's a crime, you know.
Huh? What's wrong? That's not in the script.
Arson is a serious crime.
Well, yes, but...
In the script, the punchline was supposed to be, but when I saw how much it would cost to replace them, I got the chills.
Yeah, but I got into the moment and thought I could ad-lib something better.
You're advocating something morally abhorrent. Change it back.
What's the big deal? You're getting worked up over a joke.
Crime is not a joke. Even speaking as a normal citizen, I can't condone speech that promotes such a horrifically antisocial act.
Oh, now you've got me all mad. I give up. For good.
No, it's bad.
I said I give up. For good.
No, it's bad. My deepest apologies for putting on an act about something so terrible today, sir.
That was hilarious.
The whole thing was meant to be about morals anyway, so how did we do?
Can I just ask you one question? Are you for real?
Yes, I am.
I should have known.
I thought it was funny.
The weather's just swell. It's something I've said every day for 3 months now.
Huh? But wasn't there just a heavy fog?
Nope. Never seen a wisp of fog in this village. It's been sunny so long, I think I might dry up.
That means that fog was just another of Melchior's illusions.
Seems that way.
Oh, the dream fog was literally a fake on the. Why? I actually thought that Berseria was alive as well. Everything was just playing out so well. I was kind of happy for everyone. Then they're like, nah, pranked you, bro. Good times aren't coming back.
There's one of them off-limit Class 4 islands that folks
Oh, heck yeah.
Serpent Isle. Place has been overrun with snakes since forever. I hate the things, so it sounds like hell to me. But I've heard there's a woman who actually lives there.
Whatever for? Why would anyone want to live in a place like that?
I know. It's mighty strange. Place supposedly is crawling with demons, too. Last time I was in the area, I checked it out. Kept my distance, of course. Used me spyglass.
And? Was she there?
Aye, she was. Except she looked like a snake herself. I mean, she was human up top, but her face was a weird color, and her lower half was all slithery and wiggly. Ugh. Creep me out.
A snake woman, huh?
Even worse, looked like you couldn't swing a cat's without hitting a snake. Just the thought of it keeps me awake at night.
You should have a stiff drink and get some sleep before you pass out on deck. I'll tell Benwick to give you an extra ration.
Wow. Thanks a lot, First Mate. I appreciate it. I ought to pester him for some of that aged reserve he keeps hidden away.
So they're Class 4 administrative zone. Yay! Oh shit. Oh shit. No. No. Thank fucking God. I need to reload your save in that moment, so.
Welcome back. Did you find the Therian?
Yeah. We're bringing these two back to Titania.
Dogs? Look, lizards, no problem. Walking hunks of armor I can deal with, but dogs? On my ship?
You're not a dog person.
I was, bit by one when I was a kid.
Then you've got nothing to worry about. If they're biting anyone on this ship, it'll be me.
Are you okay, Velvet?
Oh, sure. They're just dogs.
No, I mean, in general.
No, she's not.
Fine, they can come aboard. I'll take us back to Titania.
We have to take good care of Orthy and Russ.
That's on you. They won't let me near.
Yeah, well, what do you expect? You only killed their master.
I don't know that.
I'll take responsibility. You mustn't. They're quite vicious, you know. I just asked them if they wanted to be friends, and they suddenly bit me.
I'm sure you said something to irritate them, like, I'll make you my minions. You had it coming.
She knows.
But you have Therians to find out. You won't be able to look after them all the time.
I suppose. What should I do?
You could ask Kamoana and Medissa. Kamoana said she once had a dog. Even if they get a little rowdy, Medissa will be around to keep them safe.
That's a good idea. I'll go ask them.
Thanks. We can't be killing off Therians. Besides, they remind me of Nico.
Velvet. You want a pet dog, Laphicet? You should go to the Abbey then. Why the Abbey? Because the place is full of the shepherd's lapdogs. Get it? Lapdogs! Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. I thought we were done for it too, but then we won and we weren't.
I devoured them again. No, don't.
I love you, son.
So, you said your little brother made this copy. He could read the ancient tongue. That's amazing.
Laffy was different from most other kids. He read books a lot because his body was so weak. He studied all the time, so that he could be ready to travel the world one day. Which was kind of funny, considering he'd hide in my bed whenever he had a nightmare.
Really?
But I don't care that he got scared. I just wanted him to live. That's why I have to...
Velvet!
I'll devour as much as it takes. I will have vengeance.
Velvet!
What?
Done. The art is attuned to you.
Thank you. This time I'll make sure to finish what I set out to do.
I've gotta say, I didn't think you had it in you, Oscar.
I don't believe I asked for your opinion.
Lord Artorias!
Go back outside, Teresa. We'll see you when we're done.
Are the rumors true? Are you using that experimental art on Oscar?
Already have.
It is true.
I was under the impression it was still incomplete, sir.
Yep. There's still a potentially fatal weakness for its channeler.
We've taken the theory as far as it will go. The next step is to learn its control and actual practice.
Don't tell me you intend to test it against that Therian! Please, let me do it. I should be the one, not him!
You are not strong enough.
Then, at least let me back him up!
So you can take the enemy out before Oscar uses the art? A noble plan, but I'm afraid it'd mess everything up.
How so?
It was my idea to volunteer, sister. I failed at Titania, and allowed the Therian to be stolen from Palamedes. I need to atone for my mistakes.
Then let me come with you.
I have different orders for you. Teresa Linares, you are hereby relieved of your duties as an exorcist, and are to return your Moloch.
Wait, what?
Relieved of duty? Why?
For our plans to be realized, we require an especially strong Moloch. We've analyzed your Moloch's dormant abilities, and he's of considerable power, on the same level as the young Moloch who betrayed us for the enemy.
Simply put, you just don't got what it takes to handle him, sweetheart.
He's not there.
How could you?
When this is all over, I'd love to have some of your homemade cooking again, sister. I could go for that quiche you used to make.
How can you talk
Lord Artorias.
I know what you're going to ask. Yes, Oscar, when you fulfill your mission, I will make Teresa an exorcist again.
Oscar, are you doing this for...
Yep.
Don't worry about me. I'd go to the ends of the earth and back for a plate of your delicious quiche.
No! Oscar, don't go! Oscar! What should I do? If I don't do something, he'll... Huh? What's this? I'm receptive to that art and to you.
Wait, is she gone? No way.
Where am I? Take it easy, Velvet. You've been out for 3 days.
Then that's 3 days wasted. What's the situation?
Well, let's see. For one thing, Grimoire's been deciphering that ancient book. She says that this new copy is complete. All the pages we were missing are there. As for the dogs, Kamawa's taken a real shine to them.
All right then. Now we just need to find that last Therian.
Velvet, no! I said take it easy. Seriously.
Oh, hold on. Have you not had anything to eat?
Well, I just thought, since you hadn't either.
Are you serious? Why would you do a full thing like that? You'll die if you don't eat.
Actually, He won't die if he doesn't eat. Malachim don't actually depend on food for sustenance.
Wait, what?
If they do eat, it's only as a quirky hobby.
All right, if you're sure. If you feel like going hungry, it's your life. But there's no sense in doing it on my account.
Good to see you're feeling better again. As you probably noticed, we made it back to Titania already.
Sorry to keep you all waiting on me. Get everyone together. We meet now.
Well, that could have gone better.
I just wanted to better understand the hardships Velvet's suffering through. It seems unfair for her to bear all of it alone.
Well, she's... how can I put it? A very straightforward kind of person.
But nothing gets under her skin like a clumsy display of sympathy.
What should I do about her then?
For now, just get something in your tummy. Any good warrior knows you eat when you have the chance. Even Malachim have more strength on a full stomach than an empty one, don't they?
Yeah.
It's true. Food will fill an empty stomach. But what is there to fill an empty heart, I wonder?
More food.
Time for some grub, Laphicet. What are you hungry for?
I'll have some stuffed giant squid. Or prison crab dumplings. Or sea snake bowl.
It's your first meal in 3 days, right? Better stick with something mild or you'll be sorry. How about a risotto or vegetable rice soup?
That could be nice. I could go for some borscht or shark fin and egg soup. For dessert, I'll have a sweet bean and jelly fruit cup, a giant parfait, and a triple berry cake.
Zip it, Magilou.
Oh well, I'm getting full just thinking about it.
I'm getting hungry just reading that.
Rice porridge with a pickled plum and baby sardines on top.
Ooh, an austere choice.
And an apple.
In that case, you should have some apple boo.
Apple boo? What on earth is that?
It's just grated apples. But when my brother wasn't feeling well, I often fed it to him.
I think I'd like to try some.
If you insist, I'll make some for you. At least it's something I can make without needing to taste it.
Okay, I insist.
Okay.
If you're already making some, I'd like...
Zip it, Magilou.
I
haven't seen many Abbey patrol ships around here of late.
I noticed that too. Do you think something happened?
The Bloodwings said the Abbey's been quiet everywhere. Apparently, some bad demons and a cursed pirate crew have been giving them trouble, and they can't spare the men to patrol the outer seas.
That's Ifreed's pirates for ya. Always gathering information and keeping on their guard.
A cursed pirate crew? Isn't that us? If the info's sound, we've really made a name for ourselves.
Yeah!
Abbey ships run and hide when they see us coming.
Reason dictates that we avoid hopeless fights.
Ooh, Shepherd Artorias, you're my hero!
If only our enemies were truly that dumb. Sadly, the world isn't that forgiving. We can't drop our guard.
Aye. I've contacted some fishermen friends of mine. They'll let us know if they notice anything fishy.
We've got the First Mate's curse to deal with. We can never be too careful.
Yeah, with that Reaper's curse hanging over us, we don't have room to relax.
Well, at least they're not too bothered by it.
Alright everyone, just for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow with more Tales of Berseria. I need to call it a night because I need to sleep and get to work. Alright, if all of you are looking, you haven't done so already, and yeah, let's just relax.